2021 to order. Roll call, please.
Alderman Woods.
Here.
Alderman Roy Wesley. Absent. Alderman Eugene Wesley.
Here.
Alderman Sismarski.
Here.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Here.
Alderman Messina.
Here.
Alderman Jacob.
Here.
Alderman Catalano.
Here.
I declare a quorum present. Please stand and join the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the minutes of April 15, 2021.
I'll make the motion. Second.
Any comments, corrections, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Next, I have one citizen who would like to be heard, Diana Gill. If I could please go to the podium.
Good evening, Alderman, Mayor. I'd like to know, we had this here last year for a raise for firemen, $150, I guess, for each resident for taxes.
That is the fire district.
Right. But that'll be on our taxes, correct?
I believe that's going to start next year. I believe it's next year.
It is next year.
Okay. I was just wondering why they would have something like that when, most people are, out of work and having a hard time. And then I know you gave us $40 coupons, which was a nice thing, but it's like, contradictory. And another thing too, the Freedom of Information Act request, is that open now if I were to go, that's available to me to drop off these documents?
Right now?
Not right this minute, but
Yes.
in working hours.
Yes.
Okay. And
Regarding the fire district, just so you know, they do have open meetings every month as well.
oh, okay. All right.
If you want any documentation that relates to that particular item, that would be the appropriate governmental body to request those.
Okay, no, I just thought I'd bring it up here in a meeting. I'm not going to address individually, each department. I just was going to make my comment, which I did. And then for the Freedom of Information Act, the neighbor behind me, he has that tree, and there's a bunch of branches falling, big branches. I know you had somebody come out, arboretum, but I think they need to re-inspect that.
Mr. Cage is here. If you'd like to give him the address, he might still have it. Or Jeff, I don't know if he had it.
Especially when you get high winds, there's a lot of dead branches on that side. He should really take that tree down. I mean, it's a hazard, and I'd like to give him notice, but I don't have his name. This way, once I give him notice, if there is anything, he's still legally liable for any damages. Is there any way I could get his address? His name. I mean, I have the address, but his name. This way, it'll be a legal document.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, under the Freedom of Information Act, private addresses are exempt, so the city would not be allowed to give you that information.
Then how could I give him a public notice?
Well, I can't give you legal.
I'm
notice,
not,
but
no, I'm not asking, but how would you go
you can
about it?
Look them up on, you can Google the address and it'll say the owner, the assessor's office has ownership records, the DuPage County Recorder of Deeds office has ownership records.
Right, would they give me his name then, or?
You can look that up online and you would.
All right, because that's important, I get that out to him, because that tree will be coming down. You get the westerly winds, and it keeps, I could see it, it's a slow thing, but it is moving more and more, and there are a lot of dead branches. Oops. Sorry, it's hard to, my glasses are getting fogged. The outside meters, are those gas meters from the city?
What do you mean, the outside, at your house?
Right.
Okay, yeah, I believe mine's on the outside. I don't know
Okay.
If everybody has money outside.
I remember my sister telling me, because this was her house before, and she said something that it's our responsibility to paint those meters, is that correct?
That's what the gas company.
So it's not the owner's responsibility?
Mr. Bond, I don't know
Yeah,
if
you
you
would,
know.
that's not a city facility, so you would have to check with, if it's the gas line, you'd have to check with the gas company and see if that's whose responsibility it is.
Oh, okay.
And
bec-
NICOR is.
Because I remember her saying something about it, but, you know,
Again, it's not the city doesn't own that particular, that's a privately owned through the utility.
okay. So call the gas company, all right. Is there a possibility that I could get an annual report? And that would be on all the money that's spent, the expenditures?
The city's budget you're talking about?
Right,
Every year, actually, our budget's online, and every year when we pass the budget, it's visible for 30 days before we pass it. I think it's,
can I get a hard copy? Is that possible?
So you can make a freedom of information request for that. And get it.
Okay.
It's a significant document. that-
When you say significant, how many pages are we speaking of? Hundreds?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I could even just look at it, browse through it.
okay.
And for myself, I'm a senior, is something called a homestead or senior exemption for taxes.
Mr. Bond,
Yeah, that's a county page. There's a form you file with the county DuPage.
You don't have those forms available here.
It's a county form. It is online on the DuPage County website.
Okay. Another thing too, I'd like to ask quickly.
She can go to the township as well to appeal first?
but she wants to freeze the taxes, is what she's looking for. She
Okay.
wants to freeze, she wants a senior freeze.
Right,
Yeah.
because the taxes are very high. Addison Township property record, they gave me this paper, and then when I went to my insurance company, they said that the house is not brick, it's veneer and brick, but my sister has been paying for the last 45 years for brick. Now, how do I get this where I will know for sure that it is a brick building?
Mr. Bond,
Yeah, that's Addison Township. It's a separate governmental entity. You would have to contact the assessor's office.
I have this.
Right, but you would have to tell them, have them, ask them to come out and look at the structure itself, to make sure that the information in their property records matches the information.
Because it does say brick on here. I mean, and I asked the man, you know, at State Farm, I said, well, if that's the case, I said, do we get a refund for all the years that have been paid for a brick?
again, it's.
No, I know you can't answer, but I'm just saying, that just goes to show, you know, because now I'm the new owner, he changed it. Okay, that's pretty much it for now. Oh, one more thing. You have committees. What kind of committees do you have available for residents?
Actually, in the newsletter, there was, went out last month, I believe. If you were interested, you could submit that you're interested in what committees. It's on the website.
Okay. Now, is,
And when there's openings, that's when we fill it.
now, is that like a volunteer committee, or do you get
Right.
paid for that?
All volunteer.
Volunteers? Okay, thank you, Mayor,
All
Alderman.
right, thank you. Mr. Do any other citizens wish to address the council? Okay. Written communiques, I have two. I have one from La Micocana Supreme, the ice cream shop on Irving Park, thanking us for the Wooddale Dollars program. They appreciate it very much. And we had a letter from Child's Voice thanking us for, they had a silent auction, we gave them a basket. Okay. Next, adjournment of the 2019-2021 City Council for the City of Wooddale, Scene D. We need a motion. I need a motion.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
All, any opposed? We're adjourned.